I loved Gran Turismo back in the day. I don't know why. After Gran Turismo 4, I just don't have any interest to play these types of games.
I think what destroyed me the most is the licenses that you got to get.
It's my favorite part.
I hated it because you bust your ass, and then once you get to that A, it's like, fuck. Like, it's either that shit's terrible.
Yeah, the double A and the S class licenses are like fucking impossible to get, and the races are like impossible to win.
You have to be real aggressive. You basically have to like knock everyone into walls and shit.
What that game is not about, but so the Sony Showcase, man. I gotta say, wasn't too impressed by it. What did you guys think about it? Before I give my spiel. Because
I am so tired of getting new GTA 5 put on consoles.
Yo, that shit is crazy.
Just make a new game. Just make a new fucking game.
Yeah, I was shocked. GTA 5 and Skyrim are the only games that I could think of that have survived all the console generations. Like on the PS4, they already re-released GTA 5 as the new and improved on the new console shit, and they're pulling the same stunt with the PS5 and the Xbox Series X generation. It's kind of silly, but I mean they're basically printing money. I think at this point that's the highest grossing game of all time. Like in terms of like all the DLC and cosmetics, and I said DLC, no DLC at all. I meant like all the microtransactions. You could buy money in the game and buy cars and apartments and all that type of bullshit.
Yeah, I haven't looked up any statistics at all, but I would be very surprised if it wasn't the top grossing game of all time.
Yeah.
It's crazy though. We're tired of GTA 5, man. Take us somewhere else.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I was unimpressed with the conference. I think there were some things that they showed that I thought were really fucking cool, but for the most part, it didn't have. There wasn't like a reveal that made me go like, "Holy shit!" That I was like super hyped for, you know.
So just to cut you off real quick, Minecraft is the number one.
Money?
Oh.
I don't believe it.
I just Googled it right now. Minecraft is, with over 200 million copies sold, launching November 8th. Minecraft is the highest selling video game of all time. And then right behind that shit is Grand Theft Auto 5, Tetris, Wii Sport, and Pac-Man.
Okay, sorry. You're mistaken what I'm saying. I know for a fact. Right. I know for a fact that Minecraft is the highest selling game of all time. I'm saying that what game made the most money? Minecraft doesn't have anything to pay for in game. Like GTA 5, all those millions of like games sold, there's some subset of those players that are spending hundreds of dollars inside of the, like how 2K you could buy like V-Bucks and shit like that.
I heard that it's $1 billion online game.
Yeah. I mean, so is Minecraft. Minecraft's made billions of dollars.
But every year.
No.
I had 4 games that got me kind of hyped.
What?
From the showcase. One of them is kind of lame because I hate trailers like this. But that Wolverine game, I don't think there's any way it's not going to be good.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
That's got to be, yeah.
And it's not because it's a Wolverine game, and that adds to it. For me, it's mainly that it's an Insomniac game.
Yep. Oh, so, Insomniac's making it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So they're making the new Spider-Man game that they also showed off, and then they just teased the Wolverine game.
Who makes Sucker Punch? Who's Sucker Punch and who's Insomniac? Who makes which games?
Insomniac makes like the Ratchet and Clanks, the
Infamous.
No, I think
that's Sucker Punch.
I didn't like the Infamous series very much.
Infamous 1 is great, and Infamous the Second Son is pretty good.
And also, to correct you guys again, well, not really, microtransactions for the year 2020, the 2 highest game is Call of Duty and FIFA.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I heard FIFA's turning little kids into gambling addicts.
Yeah,
I heard that it's really bad.
Specifically, Warzone dominated. Earnings per minute is an average $3,633.
Well, you should be happy. You're one of those people, Tony.
No, Tony's on Roblox now.
I wish. Then he'd actually play video games with us.
Play that stupid ass shit.
Okay, so Spider-Man 2, second one I was excited about. God of War Ragnarok. The reboot of God of War is so fucking good, dude.
I'm glad.
How far are you into it? Because I couldn't get into the game.
Really?
Yeah.
It's I'm playing it on like the whatever the hardest difficulty you let me do without ever beating the game is, and it's tough. And I like how tough it is, but it is very frustrating sometimes.
You're playing the hardest because there's one more harder, bro. One punch and I think you die in a boss battle.
Yeah, that game's rough.
What a damn! If you beat it, that's awesome.
I used to do that, like back in the PS3 days. I used to put all my games on hard, and then I kind of stopped doing that.
Yeah, because you didn't want to be first.
I have noticed that I can't play that game and have more than 3 drinks because my reaction time will slow down enough that I just get destroyed. It's crazy. That game is testing me.
Yeah, I used to try to play Bloodborne while drunk, and it wasn't good. So I don't think you could play those like hard games and be inebriated or whatever.
The only thing
the marijuana.
I feel like that would slow me down even more.
That would slow you down even more. It's what? Damn.
And then number 4, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, man.
Oh wow.
With a big shout out to our girl Ashley Birch.
She's getting an entire game.
Mm-hmm. It's not DLC. It's a full game.
She deserves it. I like her so much as like a voice and a character. She really does her thing. She deserved it.
I'd love the Borderlands series. I know they're goofy and ridiculous, and the comedy doesn't always hit, but I love the Borderlands series, so I'm super stoked about that.
Maybe we should play Borderlands 3 since me and Doe already have it on the PS5.
Oh, that'd be a good call. Tony should get it. I think there's crossplay.
Tony refuses to purchase any games to play with us. He just wants to play Call of Duty or just a bunch of old shit.
No, this is the problem with you guys, right? Why would I get Borderlands again?
I don't think you purchased Borderlands 3.
I did.
On what?
On PlayStation 4.
Oh my God. I'm looking at the trailer. I didn't watch the trailer. This looks so good.
What game?
Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Have you seen the trailer?
I saw the showcase.
This is so charming.
No, either way, no, I'm not spending another $20 on fucking Borderlands 3 so I can have Doughboy come and just steal all my shit.
You bugging too, because if you buy it on PS4, not only can you play it on PS5, so you could just play it, but it's also a free upgrade. So like, I don't know, you don't have to buy anything if you claim you already own it.
Oh, so then okay, then I can play it.
I think there's crossplay too. I think I can play on PC with y'all while y'all are on PS4.
Definitely bought it. I definitely bought it. Definitely 100%.
It's not like you have a PS5 or anything. Yeah, I know. No problem.
Yeah, I'm not excited for any time. I'm not excited for that game. It looks cool, but I'm not excited for that shit. And that's a Gearbox software game too.
Yes.
I might. The only thing I think I might like out of all this shit, and I don't even play it no more, is Gran Turismo 7 and maybe God of War. Maybe I might give that one a try. I didn't play the other one that you're playing now. I didn't play it at all. I didn't like it. I watched somebody beat the whole game. Like I watched this YouTuber just play the whole game and beat it. But yeah, I don't.
I heard it was Wings of Redemption that you watched.
What?
I think if you don't like the first game, I don't think you should buy this game. I think they're going to be very similar.
You think?
Yeah, I mean, we watched the gameplay trailer. It looks very similar.
Mm-hmm. They brought back his chains. I think it looks like they brought back his swords and chains. Maybe that happens in this game. I haven't made it that far.
I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't even talk about anything since, you know.
What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that thick Thor that everyone's angry about on the internet?
I love it. I hate when they try to make everybody so muscly and perfect looking.
That's weird.
Wait, what's weird?
Like, why are they making thick characters?
Why are they making thick characters?
Yeah. Well, you ever look at like the people that compete in the world's strongest man competitions and shit like that?
Yeah, they're muscular. They're muscular.
They're not muscular at all.
They got big old. I mean, they're filled with muscles, but they got big old beer bellies. That's essentially what it looks like.
They're like sumo wrestlers. They look fat, but they're fucking Jack Diesel like strong. Like they're not ripped.
Mm-hmm.
I think what they're going for is like a callback to God of War 3, where the Hercules in that game was also just like a barrel chested, like he was fucking massive. He looked like the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah,
huge. So
Really?
yeah. So he also wasn't like, although he was still pretty ripped in that game, but he looked more like kind of like a World's Strongest Man type of guy, where it was like a lot of brawn, but not really like muscular looking. You know?
he didn't have like all the nice like you know how they have like the definition or the definition defined fucking body tones and shit. Definition. They didn't have he didn't have that. It was just solid mass fucking
yeah.
And
that fight was brutal. It was like reminiscent of like the last fight in Metal Gear Solid 4, where they're just like wailing on each other, except in God of War it's just like a fucking river of blood. So their face just looked like a fucking meat bag. It looked terrible.
But yeah, I think Gran Turismo looked good, but it's just like any simulator racing game.
Do you guys want to go through the list of games and just kind of give an impression?
Yes.
So
I got a list pulled up here on Kotaku right now.
Me too.
I have a list pulled up too.
All right, so somebody go for it.
Knights of the Old Republic,
the remake.
Yeah, when that's to me the most hype announcement out of the whole show. Yep. For me, I love the first Knights of the Old Republic game. I don't know, when it comes to remakes, it depends kind of what they're gonna go for. Like, because a remake doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be anything like the first game, right?
Yeah, which is like turn based. You don't really like fight. I feel like it's gonna be like the Bloodborne Souls like game that they came out with. I feel like it's gonna be in that engine, that style of game.
Who is making that one? Do we remember? Do we know?
I think it's Aspera and I don't know how to pronounce their name.
Yeah, it's Aspire.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
A-S-P-Y-R.
Who made the first one? Was it Gearbox or no?
No,
BioWare,
it was
right?
Yeah, it was BioWare. BioWare and LucasArts.
So like, yeah, basically the fucking Mass Effect people, right? They made they made that game, and they're not making this game. So who knows what the fuck is gonna be like? But I like that game. I like the world. The comic book series was awesome. So there's a lot of stories to tell in there. So they could make it a really cool game, even if it's not the same.
I've tried playing that game a handful of times, and I could not get into the combat system in that game. So I hope that they do update it a little bit to make it a little bit more accessible.
You're a chump. Yeah, the worst part is the combat system. You know what it is? It's Mateo's favorite game. It's D&D. It's literally dice rolls. It's fucking D&D. That's what the game is. So he's like, I can't get into the combat system, but later I'm gonna have some beers and play D&D with my buddies. So
it's too many characters to keep track of, and you gotta like the auto AI thing doesn't work incredibly well. I could not get into those games.
Yeah, granted, I played that game on the Xbox, so like the original Xbox. So it was a long time ago. It's old as fuck, so it might not have aged very well.
I think I played through 1 or 2. I don't remember. Like maybe like 2 years ago. The games are still great. They play the same. It's awesome. Good games.
Next up is Wolverine. It was just a reveal. I don't have anything to base it off of. I just think it's going to be awesome because the producers and
Insomniac's making
mature. I hope it's mature rated. I want to cut people in half.
It looked like it's mature. I mean, that little trailer that trailer scene was a bloody bar battle. So I mean, it looks like.
Yeah, I'm just sick of fucking playing comic. I have comic book superhero fatigue or whatever. I'm kind of sick of all this shit. Not too sick of Wolverine though. Well, I don't get enough Wolverine.
Yeah, I can get
So I could get behind Wolverine. It's Insomniac. My hope though is that, like they always said, that they make it really mature. Like even if the bar is bloody, it's like, yeah, it's showing you like, hey, it might be a little gritty, but it's like, I'm Wolverine. I want to stab someone and I want to see blood. Like I want it to be like, indicative of what the character would actually be like. I feel like all these superheroes, they hit, all you see is like a bunch of like stardust, like pals and fucking like, got knocked out. No one gets killed. It's like, all right, it's kind of lame. But
Wolverine is the only like video game character that they could do where it actually makes sense that you're getting shot, your health goes down, you hide behind a thing for a little bit, and your health goes back up. He's the only one where it actually makes any damn sense.
Yep, him, the Hulk. There's a couple other heroes like that. The Hulk should just be like playing a game on God mode though. Like you don't even take damage. You're just like kicking ass.
Cheats.
Spider-Man 2.
That's gonna be fire.
I love the first one. I thought the first time you swing around that city, it's so damn cool.
I didn't
think
even
about
play
doing
it.
that with the DualSense, the new DualSense controller, and just feeling the web. It's gonna be so badass.
Yep.
I hope they just do better world building. Like, okay, you got the map now of New York. Just make it more interactive and make it you can go inside more places. That's the only thing I felt like was weak in that game, was like you really only explored the outside world. So I would like to go into places.
Yeah, for me, I really wonder how they're gonna do the open world. Like only because they made a point to show both Peter Parker and Miles Morales in the trailer, so it kind of seemed like you'll be able to play with both of them. And I was wondering, like, oh, how would it be? Like, would it be like GTA 5? Like you could just swap your character and it'll just take you to a different part of the city? I don't know. It'd be dope if they put Miles in Brooklyn like he's supposed to be, and you get a different part of New York instead of just the same map for a third time. You know?
No, it would be nice if they added like Brooklyn and stuff. That would be very cool.
Did they?
What if they not only do it like GTA 5, but they also have like the goofy, like you can catch them doing weird shit when you switch to them?
If they do it like GTA 5, it'll definitely be like that. Like you're definitely gonna switch to Peter Parker while he's hanging from like a fucking street lamp while eating a slice of pizza or some weird shit like that. Or just switch to them in the middle of like a fight with just some random enemies or something. It'll be cool shit.
Do they maybe you guys don't even figure out what the fuck I was gonna say. Do they do the same thing as Ratchet and Clank with the graphics that you can fix? You can downplay something to give you better quality. Like you know how on Ratchet and Clank they did that. They do the same thing.
I mean, they did that with the PS5 versions of. I mean, even the PS4 Pro version. So yeah, they had a 60 FPS mode with ray tracing. They had one without. They had the pretty mode. So I think the Miles Morales game had like 4 or 5 different graphic options you could pick. So
okay,
I'm sure that'll be available.
Yeah, because I didn't play Spider-Man at all on the PS5 or the PS4. So, although this,
you didn't play the what is wrong with you?
It's really
game
good.
is awesome.
Actually, I take that back. I take that back. I did play it on the. I'm having speech problems today. I'm having.
The algorithm.
The algorithms. I played it on the PS4 Pro a little bit, but I lost interest in it. But I guess you could do the free upgrade and play it on PS5, right? Like if you bought it on the PS4 Pro, can you?
I think it was a free upgrade.
I'll see and try to give it a second run to see how it is, but I didn't like it at all.
I mean,
what are you dying about over there, Doe?
I don't know. Hope you fucking
Jai Rule and Fat Jew.
Yeah, we were talking about the upcoming versus battle between Ja Rule and Fat Joe. And Tony's been having speech problems for the last couple of days. But he called them Jai Rule and Fat Jew.
I try to combine the two. But no, yeah, I'm not really into that Spider-Man. It looked cool. Like you get both Spider-Mans in there. That seemed like it might catch my interest, but I don't not enough to buy it, to be honest.
Got God of War. We already discussed that one.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I love the first game. Second game looks just as good. One thing I didn't like about the first game, the boss battles left a lot to be desired. There was a lot of fights that are samey for me. Like I feel like you fight the same ogre and you kill him the same way by grabbing his like mast and just like dropping it on him, and then I don't know. I felt like I wish there was just a little bit more variety, but
they had a lot of variety in the old ones, right? Like there were bosses that were huge. You would climb up them, and
there's a few of those in the God of War game you're playing now, but it just was too few and far in between. Whereas in the old games, it was every boss battle was kind of like its own unique kind of puzzle that you had to solve. I thought that was cool.
Maybe they'll bring back some of that.
I feel like Spider-Man and even God of War, it's like they don't even need to show it. They could just show me the title with the date, and I'm probably gonna pick it up because the first ones were good. I'm gonna like the second one. So
next up, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I'm like I said, I'm a sucker for Borderlands. That's a absolute purchase for me.
Yeah, I really like what I'm seeing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's just something so satisfying about shooting an enemy in the face, their head explodes, and they turn into guns and just rain guns on you.
I like that style of development. Give me really wacky, crazy shit. It's why I like Saints Row.
Is that why you like Saints Row?
Yeah, because it just doesn't. The
I thought you liked it
story
because it was
doesn't take
similar to
itself
GTA.
serious.
It's just a little bit more crazier.
Yeah, the story doesn't take itself too serious.
Yeah, he likes it because it's a game you could beat someone to death with a dildo.
Yeah.
The new one says it's going to be more grounded.
Well, that's cool because the first one, it's a remake of the first game, and the first game was incredible.
I think it's a reboot technically because it's all new characters. There's no characters from the original Saints Row.
That's what's up. I think they should have done it. That sounds good.
Do you think it's gonna be crazy purple again?
Oh, that's the only thing that I kind of hope they tone down, but I know it's gonna be super turned up.
Dude, I watched my nephew play that game, and everything in that game is fucking purple.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they're gang, like tatted up with their purple. Everything is purple. It's intense to look at.
Got Project Eve.
That game looks really dope. That game looks like Bayonetta and like these other like action games.
It reminded me of like Devil May Cry or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt a little like cheated though, because it's like you saw it was a Square game. Then it had the word Eve. I was like, oh shit, is this like a Parasite Eve type of thing? And it's
I
like,
wish.
Nah, actually, no, it's not at all. I was like, all right, well fuck me.
Let's see, we got they're gonna do Uncharted, The Thief's End, and Lost Legacy are getting, I guess, PC ports, and they're getting remastered for PS5.
Yeah,
I never played either of those. I do love Uncharted, but I never played either of those.
Which is the other ones that the Legacy of Thieves, and which one?
It's just Uncharted 4 and the DLC for Uncharted 4.
Oh,
the
okay,
Lost
cool.
Legacy with the you play as Chloe, and
I am interested to see how good they can get that game running on PC, because that game is gorgeous.
Yeah, the facial animation in Uncharted 4 is out of this world. It's
ridiculous.
It's stupid, like how good it is. So
the game is really good too. That's a 5 out of 5 game. Like that, good length, good variety. It was really really good.
The multiplayer sucks in those games though. They're fucking trash. Trash.
Yeah, Tony only plays multiplayer. So.
No, I play good stories.
Well, then Tony should like this next one, Rainbow Six Extraction.
Trash
like
coming out.
What is this? Is this a zombie version of Rainbow Six Siege?
So if you played Rainbow Six Siege, they came with DLCs and little like events that fucking spaceship crash or asteroid crash or whatever, and then it started changing a whole city town into like some zombie alien shit, and then it became an outbreak, and now this is like, okay, we're bringing back Rainbow Six Siege, the game, but it's gonna also have a twist to it where it's the continuation storyline of the alien invasion shit. So, I'm not buying it.
We got Forspoken.
Forspoken looked unique.
I thought the quipping was kind of annoying.
It looks good.
I'm curious to see how that one turns out.
Yeah, but it doesn't. It does look kind of like not a AAA game. I don't know. It doesn't look polished.
I thought the graphics looked incredible.
It looked really pretty on the trailer I saw, dude.
Yeah.
Did you watch?
I don't know. I don't know how to like describe it. It just looks a little janky, like the movement and the.
Yeah. I feel like kind of like what Mateo was talking about. I'm not a big fan of all the quippiness and all that type of stuff. Like, and I also I'm not a huge fan of like the city person getting sucked into the fantasy world. I don't know. It's always just like a little jarring to me. And that's what the game is. She's like running around this fantasy world in like a flannel and jeans. It's kind of like I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. It always just throws me off. I don't know.
Got an Alan Wake remaster coming.
Yes.
I was not excited for that shit.
Yes.
I never played Alan Wake, so maybe it's my chance.
I like Alan Wake. Have any of you guys played Alan Wake?
I played the first one. I've played the first one. I never beat it because the combat system annoyed me, where you have to like shine lights on them and then shoot them or whatever. That's every combat scenario felt the same in that game.
Yeah, I give you that. It's a little repetitive, but it's good.
The story was cool.
The story is really good.
I thought the story was cool. I thought like the little voiceovers and all that, like him being like a writer, like I thought all that was cool.
Yeah, his book starts to come alive. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd be curious to see what happens to that. No, that happens in the first like 10 minutes of the game, basically, I think.
Oh, okay.
GTA 5, whatever. Ghostwire Tokyo. I didn't watch that trailer. What is that
game? Is so weird.
It looks weird.
It reminds me of like Ghost in the Shell a little bit. I don't know why. I get like a Ghost in the Shell vibe.
Does it look good though, or just weird?
It's just weird. You wake up in some fucking city in Tokyo, I'm assuming, and it's just I ain't fucking with it.
That's all I remember. His very red cheeks.
The setting looks cool. It's like a futuristic Tokyo or something, but it's like there's ghosts and shit, and he's just like fucking waving his hand, throwing a bunch of spells and killing shit. It's just like, I don't know. It's a first person kind of like chopping game. You just like chop spells at people.
And I never heard of the Tango Gameworks. It must be like their first major game, maybe. Have they made any other games that you guys know of?
Certain a game of that quality can't be their first game, but I've never heard of them.
We got our 500th Deathloop trailer.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Like, I got fucking Deathloop trailer fatigue. Just come out with the fucking game already. Like,
not to mention, it's already discounted in the store. Like, that's red flags for me. If a game is already discounted before it comes out, there's a problem.
That game has been discounted since like the PS5 has come out. Like the game has been in the store discounted since the PS5 has come out.
I still don't know what the game's about. Is it a multiplayer game? Is it a single player game?
It's a single player game. And since I watched every single trailer that came out for it, what it is you're on this island and there's like these scientists that created the island and it's a loop and and it's like a prison. Like you're reliving that whole day. It's a big party and you're reliving it every day, and you're trying to figure out like who the fuck, what the fuck, and you're going through the world or through the island trying to figure out what to do to proceed on. And the more you play and the more you die and repeat, more of the story comes to you, more of your memory comes back, and then you figure out like what the fuck.
Did 12 minutes beat them to the punch then with their time loop game?
Probably. Also, do you play as the guy or do you play as the girl?
The guy, everyone.
I think you could play as multiple people.
What, in Deathloop?
That's why I thought it was multiplayer.
No, you play as that one guy.
I'm pretty sure one of the first trailers they showed, it switches perspective, and you're in the first person of the girl running around the city. Like,
you know what?
I don't know.
I saw that.
I think we might need one more Deathloop trailer, and then we'll get it at that point. We'll understand this game. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy.
That actually looked decent. Believe it or not.
I don't like the face.
I don't like the face?
Yeah, whose face? What is the
all
face?
All of their faces. Well, the raccoons' faces always look weird, but they switch the faces around a lot. And the way the characters look, maybe it's a trademark thing. They can't copy exactly how they looked in the movie, or it's a game, so it's its own thing. I don't know. I don't like it.
They probably didn't want to pay him for likeness rights, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't like how Drax looks for sure. He's just so red. I don't know. It looks strange to me. I like the whatever. I muted myself. I like whatever they did with like the character design and the movies, like where it looks like his whole body has like these like reddish kind of tattoos. I think that was a cool look. This is just like, it looks like someone just took a red shit, like a diarrhea shit on his shoulders. It looks terrible.
Yeah, I've never liked the way the Drax looks in anything besides the movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Somebody ate a whole bunch of red velvet cake.
Yeah.
Got
that's when I hit you with the grasshopper sound right there.
Yeah, that was definitely a crickets for sure.
No, you see, that's it. I brought it into the world, and now it's here. And
you
now
did it to yourself.
I know, I did it to myself.
Next pod, we're having the soundboard.
It's almost like you have the magical power of speaking things into existence, though.
Yeah, something you don't believe in, so I don't think you should be repeating.
I can absolutely repeat it. I'm telling you what you believe.
A little hostile.
Hostile.
Kid Amnesia exhibition.
But that shit's supposedly a Radiohead / somebody game and Epic Games.
Yeah.
Kid A is there's a album by Radiohead called Kid A, or some song, something like that. So it's like a visual representation of that album, I don't guess.
That could be really fucking cool.
Yeah. If I'm not correct, isn't the song from what's that? My brother liked that movie from Tom Cruise where he wears that mask, he gets all fucked up. What's
Top
Sky?
Vanilla Sky. Isn't that song on there?
I don't remember.
I don't
do
remember that one being
remember
on there.
you or Michael made me a CD with this song.
Radiohead, Everything in Its Right Place.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
What's the next one? Mateo?
Next up is Tachia.
Yeah,
Chia.
That's Kid A. Everything in Its Right Place. So
yeah, I don't understand that game at all. Chia. I think the T is silent, so it's Chia.
Are these the things that you would like grow on like Bob Ross's head? Like they had like the little like guinea pigs and things.
The chia pets.
Chia.
Those commercials back in the day were lit. Chia.
I would get a Bob Ross one. I'd put him right there.
That actually be fire.
I heard they did that dude dirty, apparently.
Oh, like the way they fought for his wealth afterwards.
Yeah,
that's what that new documentary is supposed to be about.
That's yeah, that this game Chia or Chaya, whatever it is, looks pretty cool. It looks like it's gonna be like an interesting little heartfelt, experience. So I'll check it out. Yeah, I know Tony's like, if you can't shoot 50 people in the head within like 2 minutes, it's not for me.
Boom, headshot. Boom, headshot. That's all I want all day long. Headshots on motherfuckers.
Tony's trying to make these shorts happen. No.
It definitely looked good. It didn't look bad.
You know what game did look good in the showcase? Vampire. Don't know why. It gave me Bloodborne.
Blood something? What is it called?
Blood Hunt. It's a battle royale game.
Yeah, I wasn't too into that. I'm not into vampires.
That's not a battle royale game.
It is a battle royale game.
I didn't get that from. Where did you get that information? I didn't see that from the trailer.
I'm reading it on Kotaku right now. It's a horror battle royale game set in the Vampire Masquerade universe.
Huh.
Gran Turismo.
Boo.
Good stuff.
It's just a racing simulator. It looks good though.
I loved Gran Turismo back in the day. I don't know why. After Gran Turismo 4, I just don't have any interest to play these types of games.
I think what destroyed me the most is the licenses that you got to get.
It's my favorite part.
I hated it because you bust your ass, and then once you get to that A, it's like, fuck. Like it's either that shit's terrible.
Yeah, the AA and the S-Class licenses are like fucking impossible to get, and the races are like impossible to win.
You have to be real aggressive. You basically have to like knock everyone into walls and shit.
What that game is not about, but
yeah, then Blood Hunt, this battle royale that Tony's excited about, and that looks like a full showcase. I'm disappointed. I thought we were gonna get a Bug Snack sequel.
You like the first one?
I never played the first one. I've got the little album there, but I still haven't played the game.
I played a little bit of the game, and I don't know why. I thought I was gonna love it, and I didn't love it. It was okay, but I don't know. The music's cool, and the game is a very cool concept. So, I mean, there should be a Bug Snack sequel.
That Bug Snack song is super catchy.
What I wanted was another hype ass moment, like when a couple years ago at E3 they showed Final Fantasy VII Remake. I wanted to see Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. You know what I'm saying? When the fuck is Part 2 coming out? Or maybe a little Final Fantasy 16 action. Something. Something.
I am done with this Final Fantasy dick shit.
You
This
never
shit
played
is
it, so
making
just
me
shut
sick.
up. Just shut the fuck
All
up.
them
You shouldn't have an
fucking
opinion. Just shut
remakes.
up.
Remake of number 6, remake of number 7, and everybody's fucking hype gargling this shit down. Fuck out of here. You're just as bad as Grand Theft Auto. Just as bad. Motherfuckers bringing the same old shit back. Ain't nobody trying to play this old shit. I'm on a new system. Give me new next gen. Give me a new fan of Final Fantasy. And keep it going. Fuck these remakes. I'm tired of
The
going.
worst part of Tony, if you ask me, this is like the most toxic part coming out right now.
Tony's got a point. Why not get a new Call of Duty going, which is basically just the same fucking game, but with some different weapon skins, and then he'll be happy. They've been releasing the same game to you, Tony, for 15 years, and you still eat it up every single time.
No,
wait until he spends $120 on NBA 2K22.
I'm not buying
like
NBA
a week or so.
I'm not buying that game.
You're gonna
You
buy
know
it.
why I'm not buying that game though? Because the motherfucking game of all time is coming back. Battlefield, motherfucking Battlefield. That's what's fucking coming back.
How different is it going to be from the previous Battlefield?
Because all those are fucking old ass guns.
Tony's going to be like, oh my God, you could get into a vehicle. This is incredible.
No,
oh my God, you can hit square to reload. This is amazing. It's like, dude.
You guys want a turn-based dick. Get out of here. If y'all want some turntables, get the fuck out of here. Final Fantasy's trash. I'm done talking about remakes of Final Fantasy. Remakes. These niggas is remaking.
This is your worst take yet, dude.
This is a hot take.
I love how he's like, I want to see new games, not old games. The remake is a fucking new game. I love how he's like, I'm sick of these turn-based games. The new game is not turn-based.
Oh, you're just picking out the two little things to verify your bullshit love for the remakes. Them shit's saying
you have a take and it's just wrong.
Get a new Final Fantasy. Bring a new one out. Give the people what they want. Stop making remakes.
I think people wanted a Final Fantasy VII remake since like 2005.
Because they're sick in the head. They're sick.
Give the people what they want. Don't give it to them. They're sick in the head. Get your story straight.
Fucking remakes. But no, I'm not buying 2K. That game is a highway robbery. I'm done with that game. Battlefield's coming out. That's all that matters right now. I'm not gonna buy any of these stupid ass games.
It kind of makes me sick that you're jumping from Warzone that you just play 24/7 to Battlefield, which is almost kind of the same game, just different.
No, bro. The only reason why I play Call of Duty is because it's an FPS game. And I'm playing it, and I'm enjoying my time with it right now. I need an actual real FPS game that had come out. I've been saying those old Battlefields, all them shits is trash. I'm tired of this World War II bullshit. I'm in modern times. I want a motherfucking M41. I want I want some high-tech weaponry, all right? I don't need this. It's not an M1 Grand. I don't need that shit. I don't need none of that shit. Horseback riding? Fuck out of here. I got a jet. I got a robot dog that's going to shoot shit. I want new shit. I don't want this old shit. That's my take. I'm done. I'm done ranting.
5 like relatively like modern though?
It's set in 20 years in the future or something like that.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. It's definitely in the future. It's like modern future. Sorry, I didn't mean to say no.
You know what game has? You know what game has super modern weaponry? Borderlands 3, Tony. That's some futuristic guns right there.
I've been trying to get him to play it. I've been trying to get us together. Nobody wants to play that game with me.
What do you mean? Pucho's the only one that's co-signing with your nonsense. You know what's going to happen? We're going to get Borderlands 3. You're going to steal everybody's shit, and then everybody's not going to want to fucking play with you anymore.
No, you can have dedicated loot in the new Borderlands 3. That's one of the settings they have specifically.
We need that shit in Metal Gear Peace Walker, dude. I'll fucking drop a supply marker to get more bullets, and then Doyle will pick up all my boxes and say, crazy. "Oh my bad, I didn't know it was yours." It's
that was towards the end of a very long
done it so
battle.
Many times. You've done it
and
so
there
many
was
times.
a whole bunch of shit on the floor, and I didn't know whose was whose at that point.
Yeah, right, nigga. You know exactly who.
He saw there were 4 packs of health on the ground.
I needed health, though.
He was like, I didn't know that was yours. I thought this was mine. It's like the game has never dropped 4 health. Like you obviously threw your supply marker on top of mine just so you could jack it all.
You haven't just gone super petty with it. He wants to pick up all the health and all the bullets. You just hang back and let him run into areas on his own.
No, it's that he won't do that.
He won't do that either.
He won't do that.
He stays behind me the whole time.
Why does he need the bullets and the health then?
Because I'm low.